Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a NIO stock price prediction. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing a NIO stock price prediction where I think NIO stock is going to be headed over the next couple of years. There is some massive predictions out there for NIO stock because a lot of people are really bullish on NIO. Honestly, NIO is a huge growth story. Honestly, if we look at the one-year chart here, I mean, this stock is up over 1,000% and just year to date. It's just absolutely amazing to think that NIO has grown this far. So what is NIO? NIO is an EV company based out of China. Basically, they produce luxury EV cars, pretty similar to Tesla. Like I said, this one just happens to be based out of China. So let's look at the facts. Let's look at what we've been presented with over the time and why I actually think NIO stock is going to hit $250 by the end of next year. So we have taken a look at NIO's analyst upgrades. We're going to start with the analyst upgrades. NIO's average analyst upgrade right now is about $60 to $62, right? NIO actually just got another analyst upgrade yesterday of about $80, with the highest analyst upgrade sitting with about $100. So it's always a good sign to see that these big time analysts are super bullish on NIO because, these big time analysts, they've been trading stocks for a very long time. They have a good insight of how the market works and the potential in a lot of these companies. Now, I'm not saying that these analysts can't be wrong, but looking at it from a bigger perspective, these analysts, like I said, have been doing this for a very long time. So they do have good insight about where these companies are headed. There's a lot of big time analysts that support NIO stock like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, and Bank of America. All these big time analysts really do endorse NIO. They really do think that NIO is going to go far, but it's always good to see that a lot of these big time investors are supporting and endorsing NIO. Taking a look at how NIO is actually doing with their vehicle production, NIO currently sells 3 SUVs and they do have a sedan on the way, the ET7 sedan, which is a very good thing because it's the only sedan that NIO actually is going to be selling. And I know they do have plans of dropping more sedans, but it is good that NIO finally put a sedan on the market. We have taken a look at their vehicle production altogether. NIO does plan on dropping another sedan, an SUV, and a minivan as well. So NIO working very hard to expand their product line altogether is also a very good sign. You want to be able to adapt yourself to all type of clientele. Not everybody wants a luxury sports car. Not everybody wants a luxury SUV. So it's good that NIO is working on this very proficiently and they're trying their very best to expand that as fast as possible. Taking a look at some other good news and why I actually think NIO stock is going to be heading to $250 is taking a look at NIO sales. So we have seen time and time again that NIO sales are slowly but steadily increasing. In November of 2020, we got a look at their sales, and their sales, they sold about 5,000 vehicles, which is pretty good. In the month of December, they ended up selling about 7,000 vehicles. This is December of 2020. So that's also a very good sign as well. So we can see the steady increase in their sales over time from August all the way to December, and even the beginning of the 2020 all the way to the end, we saw the consistent increase in their sales. And I expect January 2021 to be no different. I expect NIO sales to be very good at the end of the month. This is what a lot of people are monitoring right now because they do think that NIO stock is overvalued compared to how much sales they're actually putting out. But in good news, NIO actually just dropped a recent deal that they're doing from January 20 all the way to the end of February. And NIO is now requiring a 0% down payment when it comes to purchasing a vehicle. Because this is absolutely huge, because in China, they do require a 15% down payment to actually want to purchase a vehicle. The fact that NIO is doing this is not going to only increase its sales altogether, but it's trying to, outgrow its outreach. It's trying to, appeal to more clientele, being like, okay, let's do this special offer. So I can only see NIO sales climbing up from there because of that. I think that was a very smart idea with Tesla's expansion into China. NIO needs to be appealing to the market as much as possible, and this is a very good way to do it, and it is a very good marketing strategy in my opinion. NIO really focusing on the marketing side of things is also a very smart and innovative thing to do. Like I said, with the rising competition of the EV game in China, you have Li Auto, XPeng, and now Tesla. NIO doing this is probably crucial, and I know that it's going to boost its sales altogether. Taking a little bit more of a dive of where NIO is actually headed as well. We do have NIO, who's also trying to perfect the self-autonomous driving technology, which is a huge catalyst in the EV game. It's very crucial, and NIO is working very hard to perfect the self-driving chip. XPeng, Tesla are also racing for that chip, and along with a lot of other EV companies, but NIO not stopping there, wanting to roll out a whole other industry known as the robotaxi delivery service with the EV chip. So NIO not stopping there. It's being super innovative by not just stopping at the self-driving chip for the clientele to use, but trying to roll out a whole new business side of it too is very innovative, and it's a very good idea as well. And taking a little bit of a deeper dive is also the bigger and better battery. NIO offering a 150 kilowatt battery in their vehicles is also another huge catalyst in the EV game. A lot of people are looking for batteries that can swap, basically charge faster, and they also have a more decent charge. That's probably Tesla's biggest complaint, is the batteries don't have enough sufficient charge if you deal with it on the day-to-day. This is very innovative of NIO to do, and this is what I think is going to push NIO stock a little bit higher. Also diving in a little bit deeper, taking a look at the bigger aspect of things, and this is, to me, in my opinion, the most crucial part of it all and really sets NIO aside, is the battery swap station idea. I think this idea is absolutely brilliant. Essentially, what is going on here is that NIO is putting up battery swap stations all around China. Essentially, if you drive a NIO vehicle, you can stop by one of these stations, swap out the battery in just 3 minutes, and have a fully charged battery ready to go, and you can be on your way. Not only does it lower the cost of owning a NIO vehicle, but it also is more convenient for clients who own the vehicle, and I think it's also very innovative as well. So really taking a look of where NIO stock is headed and NIO as a company, it's being very innovative, really using technology to its advantage and really trying to differentiate itself from other EV companies. NIO having plans to also expand into Europe by the middle of this year is also going to increase sales and boost its morale altogether. It's definitely going to put NIO more on the radar. The fact that NIO is now expanding to a whole different market is definitely going to push NIO stock forward. Really taking a look at it now, I think the most important thing here for NIO stock, and really what's going to push NIO stock upward, is its sales altogether. This is probably what most people are monitoring, just due to the simple fact that people think that NIO stock is way overvalued for the amount of sales they're producing. But the EV market is growing. The EV market is explosive. And the reason why I also think that NIO stock is going to $250 is the overall growth of the EV market, but not just the overall growth of the EV market, but the overall growth of the EV market in just China alone. China's EV market is growing very rampantly. It's growing very rapidly, and it's expected to grow for a very long time. Like I said, 50% of all car sales are expected to be electric cars by 2035. So you can see that long-term prospect growth that a lot of analysts are expecting NIO and all these big-time companies to basically only, start selling more cars. They're going to be selling more cars, and the fact that NIO's captured only about 4% of the market goes to show that NIO still has so much more room to grow. It still has so much more room to rise. And as technology advances, as NIO starts to expand, as it starts to sell more vehicles, as technology starts to get better, bigger and better batteries, and dropping out a whole new vehicle line, this is going to push NIO stock upward. This is definitely going to put NIO stock on the map. And this is why I do think that NIO stock is going to hit $250 in the next couple of years. It's backed by a lot of big-time analysts, with NIO with a huge image altogether, trying to prospect its company and grow it. Like I said, NIO right now is raising a lot of capital just due to the simple fact that they want to ramp up production and they want to start expanding as quick as possible. This is the game plan that NIO has. NIO working very hard to do this, and NIO's main goal right now is combating Tesla's expansion into China. NIO currently leads among its Chinese EV competitors, XPeng and Li Auto, as far as sales go and share price alone. But it's going to be Tesla that's really going to drive NIO up to its competitive edge. But what I think gives NIO a competitive advantage is not only the battery swap station, but it's the backing they have by the Chinese people. Like I said, Chinese people love their companies. They endorse their companies as well, which will give NIO a competitive advantage on its home turf. And the biggest thing is what people ask, is NIO stock worth a buy at $61.92? Is this stock worth the investment? I'm always going to say yes. I do think that NIO stock is worth the investment. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I say this is because I know that NIO stock is going to be growing for a very long time. There's still so much upside potential and so much ground to cover for NIO as a company. And like I said, NIO is still new to the game. We've taken a look at their financials, and the company's coming very close to profitability, already expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter. And I only expect that revenue to continue to grow in the year of 2021. We saw the massive gains that NIO and all these EV companies had in the year of 2020. I don't expect that to stop in the year of 2021. I think that NIO stock is going to do well, and I know that NIO stock is going to grow for a very long time. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock will hit $250 by 2022? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.